Hey, my workplace warriors, we're continuing our job search readiness series with a closeout session regarding the curriculum vitae or CV. And just want to stop by and share with you some closing points about the CV. That I think will be very helpful as you incorporate the advice and the training that I've already shared with you in the previous videos on the CV portion of this job search readiness series. So some of the things that I want to share with you this time are something related to the use of the CV, because we know that the CV is used to apply for jobs and networking, things like that. However, you may not have realized that people also use their CV to apply for grants and fellowships. And just wanted to make sure that you're aware that you don't only use your CV for applying for jobs, but grants and fellowship applications would include your CV as well. And the other thing that I would like to share with you is that a CV, unlike the resume, is often static because it is such a comprehensive document of all of your professional and educational background and your the civic and volunteer work and associations that you are connected to, that typically your CV isn't going to change much. However, I would recommend, as I shared, I think in yesterday's video, that these days it is expected that you do a certain amount of tailoring of your CV to the specific job, and part of it is going to be in your objective statement or your professional summary statement, whichever you choose to use on your CV. And the other part is that when it comes to listing your skills and your professional achievements and workplace wins, that you always list the ones that are most related to the position that you are vying for, so that the reader, the person who is reading and reviewing your CV, can immediately see those keywords that match the content of the vacancy announcement that you're applying to. So keep that in mind as well. And I'm kind of looking at my notes here because I want to make sure that I don't miss out on anything that can help you. Also, if you choose to include a skills section on your CV, make sure that you utilize skills that are currently in high demand. And those include strong communication skills, things like collaboration, critical analysis, things like that. Those are very, 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 very highly sought after skills. And let me kind of, as I've been doing my research, I've gotten some great information that I think that I want to make sure that I share with you. Negotiation is another skill that is a highly sought after skill, and then the ability to interact interpersonally with others, meaning you may not like everybody that you work with, but you know how to interact with others professionally and to build and maintain strong workplace relationship. Being a liaison during a process to make sure that a process goes smoothly. Being a mentor, looking at things critically, and being able to clearly articulate your ideas or recommendations, or other types of information that you may be responsible for sharing and relaying while you participate in the workplace with others. And the ability to accurately interpret things like policies that are related to your specialty area or your functional area of professional expertise. That is another big one. So, and to optimize a process, optimize the use of technology. Like, for instance, if you have been studying artificial intelligence and utilizing ChatGPT and Claude, um, Copilot, and DALL-E and other AI platforms, you definitely need to have those skills listed on your resume, because it's going to show that you are technologically advanced. And when I say advanced, I don't mean that you're a technology professional, but you'll be able to show that you are not afraid of technology. And let's see, make sure you always keep things professional. And let's see, focus on or showcase how you continuously learn. If you've taken some specialized training, even on your own or through your current job, that would help you help shed a positive light on your ability to continuously grasp new ideas, concepts, techniques, technology, or what have you. You definitely want to make sure that you share that as well. And even if you have little to no experience in your chosen area of expertise, showcasing those skills and talents, even with through volunteer work or civic organizations, that you as a young person, like a Boy Scout or a Girl Scout or a member of an athletic team that you were a part of, all of those can potentially show that you are a team player, that you work well with others, and that as a team player, you don't mind doing what you need to do to help others around you shine, or that you have compassion for others, because groups like memberships in Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts and things like that, even at a young age, can enhance your ability to be compassionate towards others and want to help those who may need your help. So think about that. Never underestimate skills and knowledge and abilities that you've built and obtained throughout your career, even if you are very young in the job market. So remember that part-time experience can help get you across the finish line to being a highly sought after candidate as well, because having great customer service skills, continue to enhance your communication skills, things like that. I mean, you can gain so much from part-time work and volunteer work and internships, so don't frown upon internships, and try to go after internships that will pay you, but also don't underestimate the value of an internship that may not pay, but may afford you awesome opportunities for exposure that you can't get anyplace else. Then also always proofread your documents and make sure that you take care to ensure that your document does not get shared with anyone without being proofread so that it can be free of grammatical and spelling errors and typos. And some other mistakes that I want you to remember to avoid during when you're writing your CV is to make sure that you include your relevant information. Don't list every job that you've ever had, especially if you've gotten to be more experienced in your area of expertise or you have other professional employment experience. Then you can start gradually dropping the part-time and mainly the part-time and the volunteer and civic work that occurred when you were a teenager off of your resume once you start to gain more traction, if you will, as a full-time employee. Then always focus on your achievements instead of your duties, because what employers are looking for is they want to see that you were a person who achieved your goals. And even if you didn't win at all of them, which none of us win at all of them, but being able to set goals and go after those goals and pursue them, those are the things that employers are looking for. We already talked about the spelling and grammar errors. Make sure that your document is free of those, and you can use AI platforms like Grammarly and other platforms to help to keep your grammar and your spelling intact and correct. Then limit the personal information like your age and your marital status, your religion, or photo unless the job vacancy announcement specifically requests those things. You'll mostly see that type of information be included on CVs that are outside of the United States. Also, make sure that you highlight your career progression, because if you've advanced in your career to any extent, even 1 to 2 years, 3 to 5 years, make sure to show how you moved from one to the other. Like, for me, I started in human resources in 1991, and since then, I've either gone from one position to a higher level position, or from a position with one company to a higher paying position with the same title. And so, that can be considered career progression. And then as earlier in my HR career, I was a compensation analyst, but I wanted to get into employee relations, and so I was finally able to make that break into that functional area of expertise because I participated in a cross-training program on one of my jobs, and I was selected for the next opening that came available on the employee relations team. And so that showed career progression as well, because that expanded the breadth and depth of my knowledge and expertise, and growing expertise in the field of human resources. Then please don't neglect to update your CV. Never just if your CV is more than 3 to 6 months old, never just dust it off, pull it up from your hard drive or from your flash drive or whatever. Never just pull it up and dust it off, or just attach it when you're applying for a job. If you haven't updated, I can almost guarantee you that anytime you go to your CV and read it over, whether it's just a placement of a bullet point or the way that it's worded, you're going to see something that you're likely going to want to change. And each time it's going to get even better, especially as you continue to rely on people like me who have a lot of HR experience and management perspective when it comes to selecting candidates and interviewing and what have you. You're going to become more and more confident in that process of reviewing your resume, and each time you're going to learn something, bring something new to that review process, and you're going to change something to make your CV even better. So those are some of the tips. I know that we kind of skipped around, excuse me, but I wanted to give you those last minute tips those closing tips on the CV portion of the job search readiness series, because I think that they will help you tremendously. At least I hope so. And I hope that you gain value from this content, because I'm on a mission to help you live your very best career life. And I would ask you that if you did get value from this content, that you smash that like button, let the algorithm know that it's great content, useful content that other people who are trying to live their best career life need to have access to. So it'll help me to reach more people and help more people. Then also share it with your network. And when you feel comfortable, if you haven't already, subscribe, and make sure that you join me for other videos. And also don't miss my Friday morning lives at 7 a.m. when we dissect and discuss an HR industry related article that is of note during this time. And also, if you want to work with me more closely, I would love for you to join me in the upcoming new cohort of my Career Search RX coaching program, where we'll have weekly coaching calls or bi-weekly coaching calls, and you'll be able to ask questions and also be in an environment where others are participating in the coaching program as well, be able to bounce ideas off of each other, ask me questions, and just take a deep dive on all things career and job search. So I'm very excited about that. The new cohort kicks off on March 7th. And so I have all of that information in the description. So until next time, I wish you, as always, continued career search success or career success. And I look forward to seeing you for another video or for my Friday morning live at 7 a.m. on YouTube. My channel is at HR by NAMT 167. So have a good one. Bye.